to complete your online enrolment form. If you have received a joining letter informing you that you will be able to enrol on your course, you will soon receive a text message with a 5-digit code and an email which reads as this. What you'll need to do is put the 5-digit code on your email and click on continue. And then you will see your enrolment form. You'll be able to see what the cost is. Now, don't be too concerned about this because there'll be ways that you can actually pay for this. And the information, everything that's shown in green is information that has been completed. However, you can go in and update it if you feel that this is inaccurate. You can change this to anything else. Everything in red you will need to complete. So if you are age 16 to 18, so I'm going to show you if you're age 16 to 18, you're a school leaver or you've been in full-time education, I'm going to show you this enrolment form, and then I'm going to show a 19 plus. It's exactly the same form. The only things that are slightly different are around the finance information. So on the personal detail, we are asking you to provide us with some ID. Now that ID will be listed here. So you've got a passport, driving licence, benefit document, bank credit debit card, national insurance card, exam certificate, national insurance, that's an ID card, an NI card, or your birth certificate. So it's only one item that we need. And if you click on upload, and you can actually upload that information here. I'm going to use a driving license. So you can see this section is still not completed because we have more information here. You can see that it's been uploaded. So that section's fine. We'll also ask you to upload a photo for your ID card. Now again, just be careful when you do upload a photo because we need to ensure that it's an appropriate photo. So make sure that your background is clear. You only need your head and your shoulders, as you would do a passport photo. If we feel that the photo is inappropriate, you will be asked to provide us another photo. So ensure it's just you in the photo, and then it's an appropriate photo to be used for your ID card. I'm going to upload a photo. And you can see that that's been uploaded. If it's incorrect, you can remove it and upload another one, but you only need one photo for your ID card. So moving on to the next part of the enrolment form. Again, the section here, I think in red, so if you can complete that according to information. If you're age 16 to 18, we don't need you to provide your national insurance number, but like I said, I will show you a 19 plus enrolment form. Your address details, again, we need to know the date that you started living at that address, if it's within 10 years. And then if it's past 10 years, in the past 10 years, we'll need to know the date as well, and the date that you started living there. The rest of the information, again, is quite self-explanatory. So name of emergency contact. And again, these information that you completed when you applied. So if you want to change them, you can do. You can let us know your emergency contact name and details. If you're age 16 to 18, you will automatically be opted in for us to contact your parent or carer regarding your reports on your progress. If you wish to opt out of this, you can click onto this link here and it will take you to the Leicester College website where you'll need to complete the form in order to opt out. You have the option to give us alternative contact details. And then again, everything in red around emergency evacuation, whether you receive free school meals, and whether you have any care and responsibility for any adults. And we need to know your household situation. And again, it's just reading these questions here. If none apply or you wish to withhold, you can tick any of these two boxes here, but do let us know if they do apply. And then the employment status. So this is for a 16 to 18-year-old as of the 31st of August. So if you are within that age group, you need to be selecting in full-time education or training or a school leaver. If you have a part-time job and you're in that age group, we don't need to know that you're in paid employment. We just need to know that you're actually in full-time education because you're coming to us in full-time education. Residency and nationality. Again, this is information that you provided when you applied for your course, so it's unlikely that you'll need to change this. If you do need to change it, it could impact on the fees that you are charged and whether you will need to go through what we call a fee assessment. Then moving on to the qualifications already achieved. We do need you to provide us with your GCSE, English language, literature and your maths grades. This is compulsory, this section here. If you're 16 to 18 and you've just received your GCSEs or any other qualifications, you will need to upload your certificates here. This will help us to identify whether you've met the entry requirements for the course. For an adult, again, it's really helpful if you can upload your certificates rather than just inputting the details here, because then we've got that evidence there and it will help us to identify whether you do meet the entry requirements for the course. So I'm going to first of all upload the certificate. As you can see, the section isn't complete yet. Even though I've uploaded my certificate, I will need to provide this information. So again, just let us know what your grades are. And do be careful when you're filling in this information because it does need to be accurate. Otherwise, the tutor will be contacting you just to clarify the information that you've provided. And then what we're asking you to do is to let us know your highest level qualification that you've achieved. Now, in order to do that, if you click on this example here, you will have the information that will help you. So if you have GCSE at grades D to G or fewer than 5, grade A to C, then it's a level 1. And then here again, if you have 5 or more GCSEs or grades A star to C, it's a full level 2. So again, do be careful and ensure that you check this before you select the highest level. Because again, if it is incorrect, the tutor will be in touch to ensure that we know what your level is. And moving on, again, filling in these questions here, you will know the answers to these. And then around the finance, for a 16 to 18-year-old, this is all you will see, and you won't need to do anything here, because there are not any tuition fees for a 16 to 18-year-old. There may be material fees as we saw at the beginning, but we'll go through that in a moment. Moving on to the declaration. Again, we just need to know around how we'd like to be contacted. Tick any of these boxes that apply. And again, whether you give us permission around photos. And again, these are questions that you can just answer yes or no to. We'll ask the criminal conviction question again, which we did on the application. And then you just need to tick to confirm that all this information that you provided is correct. You can use your mouse, or if you're not able to put a signature in there, don't worry too much, as long as you've ticked this box here. Because I'm on a laptop, I'm able to use the mouse, but don't worry, because it's just about really ensuring that you've checked the information and you've ticked this box. But if you can put a signature in, then please do, using just a mouse for this scribble. And then, again, around feedback or questions that you can answer, just to let us know in order to ensure around our marketing areas that we can look at as well. If you want to add a comment, you can do that here. Save your enrolment form. You can just scroll back up if you want to, close all the boxes, just to make sure that they all are green. So if any of those are red, you'll need to click back in to update the information. So I can see that they are all green. Click on continue. And you can see now we're on to the payment page. So the information shown here are the fees that are associated to the course that you're enrolling onto. So this course, you can see there are £120 material fees. If you've applied to our Learner Support Fund, then you can tick this box here because the fees will be covered through the Learner Support Fund. If you've not applied and you think, actually, I do need to apply, you can still tick this box and you can go onto the website. You can click here and apply to the Learner Support Fund. It's really vital that you do apply before you enrol, but obviously if you get to this page, you can still apply after you've enrolled, and the Learner Support team will check your application. If you meet the criteria, then your fees will be paid through the Learner Support Fund. If not, then we will get in touch with you to let you know that you do have outstanding fees. So I'm going to use this box. Okay. So you can see here, it just gives you a quick confirm here. And say yes. And you will see here the last part of your enrolment. So this is to complete it, to say that you've completed your enrolment, and then that enrolment form will go through to the curriculum team, who will check that and let you know whether you've met the entry requirements and confirm your enrolment. There's nothing else that you need to do. That is now completed. If you are age 19 plus, you will still receive the enrolment form. However, we do require some further information from yourselves around your fees. We would need to know your employment status, and we would need to know your qualifications prior to enrolling on the course in order to determine whether you're entitled to some remission. Also, on the personal details section, we would also need to know your national insurance number. It's not compulsory, so if you don't have it to hand, don't worry, but if you do have it to hand, can you please input it here as well? So moving on to the employment section, there are three options. So either in paid employment, so you are likely to be paying your fees, unemployed, or unemployed and not available for work, so unemployed looking for work. So if you were to select unemployed looking for work, then we would need to know the date that you started work and how long you've been unemployed. Again, we would also need to know if you were in receipt of one of the benefits. So if you were in receipt of job seekers allowance, ESA, universal credit, or housing benefit. I've selected housing benefit, and you'd need to type in the housing benefit because it's classed as a state benefit. So it asks you to type in what it is here. But if you just selected any of those, we would also ask you to upload a copy of the benefit evidence letter. Now, if you've got this on your phone, you could take a snapshot of that and upload it. It needs to be within the last 12 months. I'm going to upload my letter. Again, it's vital that if you are paying your own fees, you may still be entitled to some remission according to the course that you're actually applying for. Because if your course is a full level 2 and you don't currently have a full level 2 and you're aged between 19 and 23, you may get your tuition fees remitted if you put in the correct details here. And again, we will check this. So again, be careful, because if we find that actually you do have a full level 2, then you will be liable for fees. So we're able to see your qualifications later on. So do ensure that you put the correct information in here if you do not qualify for remission because you're not claiming a benefit. So again, you would complete the section, all the information, and then it's asking you again, how are you paying your fees? So who is paying your fees? So if you know that you're not in receipt of a benefit, or you could decide that you are working, but you're on a low income, and this low income could be earning less than £17,374.50. Now, if that is the case, you could tick that box there, but then you would need to upload a copy of your wage list, the last 3 months' wage slips. And again, all the information's here, what we need, and we would check that to see whether you qualify again. So the system may allow it, but once it comes through to the information centre, which are the team who check all this information, we may need to contact you if something isn't correct. If you tick that you are receiving a benefit, which I have on this form, you would tick that box here. You would complete the declaration again, just sign it, complete the feedback, again, just scroll right up just to make sure that so you can see some things have not been completed here. Just going to save that. I'm just going to go right back up. So you can see here, I actually hadn't saved it, and that's helpful to know that once it's saved, you can see that all the boxes turn green. And then if you click on continue, you can see here that because I had indicated that I was unemployed in receipt of a benefit, there's a statement, a declaration form here. Have a read of that, because that is what you are confirming. There is still a material fees that are outstanding, and you may again have applied to the Learner Support Fund. So if you have to pay for your material fees, then you can tick that box. If not, then you would need to click on Pay Now, and you'd have to complete the section around here in order to fill in your debit or credit card to make a payment. If your fees were over £150, you would be able to pay that in instalments, and the system would actually give you that option. You would see another box here to say pay in instalments or pay in full. And if you clicked on the pay in instalments, it would then give you a breakdown of what your instalment payments are. And the first payment would need to be paid online. But that would be only if your fees are over £150. As you can see, this course is not over £150, so I haven't got the option to pay in instalments. If you are paying instalments and you're unable to pay your first instalment with a debit or a credit card, you can contact the college to make an appointment to come in and pay first instalment at the college with cash, and then the system will take the rest of the instalment payments on your bank account once you've completed the direct debit form. So hopefully that should give you all the information that you need in order to complete your online enrolment. If you have any questions regarding your online enrolment, you can contact the college on 0116 224 2240, which is our call centre, or you can email the email address that is on your joining letter, which is the icmanagers@leicestercollege.ac.uk. Again, if you need to contact IC managers, can you ensure that you give us your full name, your date of birth, and your reference number if you have it to hand. If you don't have your reference number, which is at the top of your letter that we sent you, if you don't have that, don't worry, but do provide us with your name and your date of birth and the course that you're applying for. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope to see you at Leicester College. Good luck on your course. Take care.